Hello, welcome back to Jacob's Books Corner, where it is Pride Month, and we're going to be reading a lot of queer things, hopefully. Also, I want to mention if any of this stuff, I don't read up on authors. I just read their books. So if there's something that you think I should know based on an author in here or something like that that you think I should be well educated on, for instance, it's a fucking Pride Month, so I'm not reading Harry Potter. J.K. Rowling, who? So, something like that. Something big like that you think is alarming or anything, let me know as we go through the list and things under those lines. I have a few other books. Very, very excited for a lot of these books. I don't have them all in hand currently. Some of them are not out yet. Some of them are on their way. Very, 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 very excited. I will have a book haul coming up this month as well, which is also very exciting. But also, because it is Pride Month, we're also going through a horrible thing right now in the U.S. with the murder of George Floyd. And because of that, I want to educate myself even further into the black community. I'm obviously white. I try my hardest to make this a very open community for anybody who wants to come, as long as they're not hurting humans. Racist, homophobic, any of that shit, go away. I don't want you here. Sexist, please leave. But if you're not, I want you to stay. I want you to be very welcome here. I don't want to seem offensive or anything like that. And the only way I know how to do that is to educate myself even further than I already am. And so the perfect way I know how to do that. Hi, sweetie. My puppy's here. You want to be in the video for a second? Mwah. I love you. But the best way I know how to do that is to educate myself by reading. For instance, I'm taking part in the Blackout read along. Is that what it's called? A Blackout Buddy Read is what it's called, by Books with Shay. I have retweeted this Sockism link down below, the video of her announcement. And there's White Fertility and White Rage. They're both nonfiction pieces, and I'm looking for more nonfiction reads, particularly this month, so I can read them and I can be more educated, my personal self, on different things that I can help to change the way I talk, the way I, whatever it is that I do that might seem offensive in any type of way. I want to make sure. Also linked down below in every video, it's going to be different funds and stuff that you can help if you want to help. There's also going to be a petition that you can sign in case you cannot donate to all these different places that I'm going to be listing down below. It might be 2 or 3, but still anything can help. Also, there's going to be a playlist of black YouTubers, particularly black booktubers and things on here, so you guys can go support their channels. Also, I want to try to curate a list of LGBT YouTubers. It is Pride Month. I want to partake in Pride. I'm thinking of very specific videos and stuff for Pride Month. So if you have any ideas, let me know in the comments down below. Into the books I want to read, as this video is already going to be long enough as it is. I have a few things in mind that I want to get to, so let's go ahead and jump into those. So, once again, if there's an author in here, if there is an author, I don't think this book has one, please let me know if you find a problem with them and why. I want to know the reason why, or if I can Google it or whatever. That way, I can decide if I have that same exact problem. Some people just don't like these authors that I'm going to pick up. I have some pretty well-known authors in this list. So we have Please Find This. I wrote this for you and only you. It is a poetry collection that I found in my library. And I was like, I found it. It's written for me. I should read it. I have no idea what it's about, but it's something I'll be picking up this week alone. And then we also have Forever Interrupted by Tara Jenkins Reid. If you guys did not know, last month I read the majority of her books. And so I want to finish off with this one, and she'll have a whole entire author wrap-up. These are new things that are coming to my channel as I'm officially starting to finish them. Riley Sagar has his new book coming out we'll talk about a little bit later, and we'll go through the ones that will have an author wrap-up. This one I'm going to be reviewing all our books in one video and ranking them and telling you which ones are worth picking up and which ones I don't believe are. So we'll see how I feel about Forever Interrupted. I don't know what that's about. I don't go into them. I don't really know. Then we had The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, which I should have already read, and the review should have already been up. But I was out. I had an ear infection when it came out. I got it the day it came out. I've been in a lot of pain. Now I can officially sit down to read it. I'm excited to read it. I'm not very far, as one can see. And we'll see how much I like it. I've heard a lot of mixed things. This is about President Snow and his first time ever partaking in the Hunger Games. We are looking at it from a mentor standpoint and not a game player, which is really, really interesting. I don't believe it deserved the extra 200 pages, but we'll debate and see together. I will have a whole spoiler review vlog going up for this, as I was originally going to post a non-spoiler and a spoiler review, but because I missed release date, we are just going to do a total not a spoiler review vlog. So that's being filmed as we speak. I have a few of those coming out this month, and I'll explain which ones they are and things like that. Originally I was going to do a whole weekend based on the Hunger Games and do a whole video based on that, and that was going to be a spoiler review. That's not happening anymore, as I've, like I said, missed release. And so I'm also going to be partaking in the Hunger Games, rereading the Hunger Games stuff after I get done reading it, as I want to see the continuity errors. I'm sorry, I'm that type of reader. And so I'm going to read all 3 of these afterwards, but there will be no video talking about them unless you guys want them. Let me know in the comments down below, do you guys want a review on the Hunger Games after the first time I read them in like 5 years? Let me know in the comments, as I'm excited to read them, but also nervous. Alright, this month was a month that I want to continue on and finish series. A lot of my series that I'm reading are thick babies. They're big. I have a lot of videos dedicated to these series that I want to make and such. And so I'm kind of looking at it from a content standpoint, and also just from a reader standpoint, as that's just what I'm in the mood. I want to read books that have more than one book going on with them, excluding Taylor Jenkins Reid, and things like that. I have another standalone, which we'll talk about at the very end when I put things up here, whatever. So we have the Court of Thorns Rose Actor series by Sarah J. Maas. We have A Court of Mist and Theory. Then we also have A Court of Rings and Ruin, which I am very, very excited about, but these stupid things are huge. What happened to the first 300-page book? You know, why is there 400 more pages? No one knows. I mean, you guys do know. I know this is the best book she's ever written, at least that's what it originally was, for a very long time there, and so I'm excited to read it. A lot of people say this is God. This is okay. So, but we're going to read them. I'm excited. They're very long. If you guys want to see any type of review videos for any of these, I will be reviewing the series. I'm not rereading the first one like I did for a Cruel Prince. I'm just going to wing it. But it's up to you. Let me know in the comments down below if these are things you want to see videos on or not this month. I can, of course, add them to the list. If we have more videos than normal, that's perfectly fine. It's Pride Month. I want my face to be on camera. Okay, we have another series. Let me pull them up. Another very long one, and because I have all 3 of them and I've never read any of them, I might do a whole video, make me reading through them. I'm not sure. Let me know, once again, in the comments. We have Psych by Neil Shusterman, Thunderhead by Neil Shusterman, and The Toll by Neil. These are all 3. It's the whole entire, I have no idea what the series is called, but it's all 3 of them. The Arquebus Scythe series by Neil Shusterman, and I'm pretty excited about it. Excited to read them all, and I will read them all. Even if I don't like one, I'll continue on with them and stuff. This is about set in a world where people don't die. They have scythes who come and kill you. And there's 3 of them. 3 books. All different colors. I'm very curious and excited. I've heard nothing but amazing things about the series. It's one of the most praised series on BookTube. And so I'm excited to read them. Okay. Then we have Coptown by Karen Slaughter. It's one of the first stories we're going to talk about. There's a few on this list. And I want to finish Karen Slaughter to get my Karen Slaughter wrap-up. And all I got to do is finish Coptown. I'm like 30% into this. I'm not a huge fan of actual cop procedural novels. I've talked about them before. Detectives, things like that. I don't like very much. But I'll let you know. I'll let you know how I feel about it. There will be a whole Karen Slaughter standalone wrap-up. And then I'm going to debate if I'm going to read the series or not. Will Forte and Will Trent and somebody else is her other series that she writes. She's really well known for them, but I don't really know. This is her first one. Yeah, I don't know. I might read some short stories of hers. Either way, I really liked most of them except for Pieces of Her, which is her newest one, and I'm not really enjoying this one, but I'll talk about them all in a wrap-up video as well at some point during this month. Alright, the next one is because I am finishing series, and that is like the goal of June. Wayward Sons by Rainbow Rowell. Wayward Sons is the sequel to Carry On, which I really, really did enjoy. Fangirl is one of my favorite novels. Either way, we're going to read it. I'm excited. Well, I'm kind of excited. I've heard mixed things about this particular sequel. I do think there's another book coming as well, but I figured I'd pick it up, and we'll finish it. Then we have The Guest List by Lucy Fowle, which is officially out. It came out in May, and this follows a wedding party that gets, like, marked off, like, Then There One by, Agatha Christie. I'm pretty looking forward to this. I think this is going to be, like, really, really fun to read at night and things. I have a few other thrillers I want to read, and, I'm very, 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 very much looking forward to this one. I've also heard mixed things. I've heard the writing is very good. I've also heard it's much more of a drama than it is a thriller, so we'll see how I feel about that. And then we also have A Walk Through Hell, the last volume through A Walk Through Hell. I still need to finish this, and it'll be a nice and easy one to get to 100 books this month, hopefully. Alright. Then we have two other novels I wouldn't mind getting to, and the first one is Anti-Virginity Pact by Kate Weismer. I'm already reading this. I've been reading this since April. I feel so bad. I'm so sorry. I just didn't want to. I wanted to read it when it got closer to actual release because I'm gonna put a non-spoiler review out, and then we're doing a spoiler review on the day of release, but a non-spoiler review coming out in the week beforehand. I'm also reviewing her poetry collection, Sweet is Kind of Poison, which is one of my favorite books of all time. It's sitting over there. I'm very, very excited to talk about that and my personal opinions and views on it. But I'm enjoying the Anti-Virginity Pact so much. I think it's going to be a 5 out of 5 star read. So that's a video you guys can expect. I didn't want to wrap up Kate Weismer because she does have another poetry collection coming out in the fall that she has announced. But she's one of my favorite booktubers of all time. She brings me so much joy and happiness every day that I get to watch her. And I love her work. I love her writing. So we're going to be reading more of her. Another YouTuber that has a book coming out on Tuesday of next week, I want to say it's Tuesday, is Natalia Lee with Pistol Daisies. I'm very, very looking forward to Pistol Daisy. It's book 1 in a series, and it's really, really short, and there will be a whole spoiler reading vlog for that as well. There will not be a non-spoiler review for Pistol Daisies. I'm pretty sure it's 139 pages. I don't really know how to talk about that without spoiling it, so we're just going to read it and enjoy it together. I think that's everything that I plan on reading this month, except for, like I said, if you have any recommendations for more nonfiction to help educate myself, I'm going to keep looking around, watching some YouTubers and stuff, figuring out what they recommend. Those are the only other books that I could see myself picking up at this time. I'm thinking about picking up some queer recs, anything like that. I'm always open to, like, any part of time. You know, if you have a good queer rec, let me know. I'm very quickly looking at my Audible to see if there's any other books on here that oh, shit, I forgot one. What is it called? Riley Sagar. Home at Dark. Home Before Dark. That's what it is. Home Before Dark. I get Book of the Month. Oh my god, I'm so excited to hold that. And I'm going to be reading that. I'm not sure if I'm reading it, like, as a actual physical book or waiting until the 30th, so it might not be on this wrap-up. But Home Before Dark, guys, it's coming out. I'm so excited. And I'll be doing a Riley Sagar review of all his work so far to date. As obviously there could be more books of all these people. I'm sure there will be. But for now, and yeah, I'm very, very excited about that. It comes at some point. Book of the month, guys. I love it. I also have American Psycho. I watched that movie and I really wanted to read the book. As I've only done it once. It's the hardest read of my one of the more harder, darker reads, but that might be on here. You're Not Special. These books are probably not going to pop up on the screen as I'm just kind of going through. You Are Not Alone. These are books I want to pick up. I'm getting the actual physical copy of Red, White, and Blue this month. I might pick that up. Who knows? And yeah, alright, so that brings us to the end of this video. If you guys enjoyed it, please leave a big fat thumbs up. Don't forget to comment down below. Hit subscribe button. I'll see you all next time for another people video. Thank you for watching, and please go donate or sign or whatever you can do to help out what's going on right now in the world. If that is something you... Please take this as a sign that you should go help. And yeah. Alright, I'll talk to you guys all soon. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.